Hi to all, welcome to my today's class. Today I am going to give an introduction to mensuration. We have already learned the area and perimeter of some 2D shapes such as rectangle, squares, etc. Let us recall it. Let me take a square. Its length is equal to and breadth is equal to b. Then what's its area? Area you can write it as L into b, that is length into breadth. Then what's its perimeter? Perimeter you can write it as 2 into L plus B, that is 2 into length plus breadth. Let me consider another figure. What is this? Yes, this is a square. Let A be the side of the square. Then what's its area? Area is equal to A into A, which you can write it as A square. Perimeter you can write it as 4 into A, that is 4A. Now let me consider a triangle. Let B is the base and H is the altitude or height of the triangle. Then what's its area? Area you can write it as half into base into height or half pH. Now let me consider a parallelogram. If B is the base and the distance between the two parallel sides or height we can say BH, then the area of the parallelogram you can write B into H, that is BH. Now, what is the area of the circle of radius R? Area we can write it as pi R square. Now, what about its perimeter? Perimeter we can call it as circumference. And the circumference of the circle you can write it as 2 pi R. We have discussed all these things in our lower classes. Now let us discuss some problems. Mrs. Kaushik has a square plot with the measurement as shown in the figure. She wants to construct a house in the middle of the plot. A garden is developed around the house. Find the total cost of developing a garden around the house at the rate of rupees 55 per meter square. This is the question. And you can see it's a square plot of side 25 meter. Inside this plot, she has to construct a house of length 20 meter and breadth 50 meter. Now what you have to find out is the total cost of developing the garden around the house. How will you find out the area of this garden? To find out this area, first find out area of the square, then find out area of the house. Then you have to subtract the area of the house from area of the square plot. So we can write, how will you find out the area of the square plot? Yes, it is a square of side 25 meter. So we can write area of the square plot is equal to 25 into 25, which is 625 meters square. Now find out area of the plot containing house. Yes, it is a rectangle having length is equal to 20 meter and breadth is equal to 15 meter. Do find yourself. Yes, it is length into breadth means 20 into 50, which is equal to 300 meters square. Now you find out area of the garden. Area of the garden you can find it as area of the square plot minus area of the plot containing house, that is 625 minus 300, which you will get it as 325 meters square. Then it is given that the cost of developing garden around the house is at the rate of rupees 55 per meter square. That means 1 meter square it costs 55 rupees. Here you have 325 meters square. So next you can write it as cost of developing a garden, That is, total garden is 325. Therefore, it is 325 into 55. That you will get it as rupees 17,875. Here you have exercise 11.1 of your textbook. Question number 2 I already discussed. Remaining questions, do it as homework. Here is your answer. Answers, do verify yourself. That is all for today's class. Have a nice day.